Hey guys, I'm back. I want to do an EDC video for you right quick. This is my M&P Shield that I have. I know it's kind of hard. I see people on YouTube saying they can't get it, they can't find it. You know, places only get so many, and they can't seem to get a hold of it. Well, I lucked out and had a Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 38 Special that had the integrated laser, the Insight laser on it. And I just happened to be on Facebook on one of the trading posts and said, hey, I have an M&P Shield. My wife can't operate it anymore. She's looking for a small J-frame revolver. So I contacted him and he said, yeah, that's great. She apparently had some hand surgery and couldn't work a semi-auto anymore. So I said, yeah, I'll trade you. I see the internet raving about these guns. So that's how I scored mine. I didn't actually, honestly go out, find it, hunt for it, and buy it. But it's a great gun, and I obviously trust my life with it. This is a Crossbreed Mini-Tuck, handmade. Let's get this out. It's a great holster. I've worn several holsters. The Taguas, Uncle Mike's, all those. They're good for their purpose, but just for me, I work in the tech world in a data center, so it's a professional environment. So I gotta, wear tucked-in shirts, look good, and all that. So this really appealed to me that I could tuck in my shirts, and the gun virtually disappears once I do that. Quality holster, handmade, cowhide, horsehide, and Kydex. I opted to buy the J-hook clips versus the standard over the belt, just because it's just that much more that's hidden. Since my shirt is tucked in, I don't have anything. Obviously you see those big clips and you say, if you know what they really are, hey, that dude's carrying a gun, and that kind of defeats the purpose of the whole concealed carry aspect. So great holster, good guys, good warranty, great instructions. Yeah, it took 2 to 3 weeks, but when you get it, it's going to be spot on. Even if you don't like how they say in the instructions that they molded this for a medium, retention. That means it's not too loose, it's not too tight, and that if you don't like, hear that? If you don't like it, you can send it in and tell them, hey, I want this, a little bit more, or I want this a little bit less, and you can do that. And they also tell you how to do it, detailed instructions, with a hairdryer or a heat gun. Pay attention to this area right here, tape everything else off, heat it up, and it'll release it, or you can press it in more, put it under some foam or whatnot, and get a little bit more retention out of it. So they tell you how to do that. J-hooks, they just ship with, if you buy them, they just ship it with you, the holster, and you change them out once you get it. I haven't ever worn it with the other clips, but obviously that's the ones that come with them, so they're going to be good. And I really like these J-hooks. Like I said, it's a little bit less that you can see, and it stays put. Super comfortable, flexible, you wear it, in the instructions it says, it's comfortable depending on your body shape and size. Where you find, where it fits most comfortably, that's obviously where you want to put it. Let's go back to the shield. It's a standard shield. Of course, you know me. I did the slide engravings, painted it red. Smith & Wesson red. This is an EDC, so it is loaded right now. What good is a unloaded gun? So let's go ahead and clear that. Alright. It has the safety here, which is cool because prior to my Mini-Tuck, I carried appendix style, and the thought of shooting your femoral artery or your groin area, as to be politically correct, is not too appealing to me. I have done a little bit of stippling here on the bottom. I doubt you'll be able to see it, unfortunately. For whenever you grab it, you can build that grip. It's just a little bit more grip, so you can feel it a little bit better. Obviously right here, I've done a little bit of stippling also. I feel that it gives you a little, more control over that gun, because you can press against it and you won't slide around. It's got good sights, for small gun. It's Smith & Wesson, so it's quality. The M&P series, people are raving about. It's a good gun, great gun. Good shooting, very accurate. It comes with the flush, 7-round mag, and I hated when I first got this gun. Why did they give you 2 different mags? I just could not stand it. Why would anybody ever want to do that? This plastic piece on here that's for looks, that filler piece so you don't see it. It slides up and down when it's in your pocket. It's just ridiculous. You're always having to, before you load it, make sure you pull it down real good. And of course, I solved that with just a little bit of super glue, 3 dabs. That way, if I had to clean it, I can go ahead and pull it, and it would break free. But in my pocket or whatever, I don't have time in that kind of situation to pull it out of my pocket and be, trying to jack with that and make sure it's good. But, since it's in your pocket, it's not protruding while you're trying to conceal it. I kind of grew to love the 8-round, just one more round. Hey, why not? It kind of makes more sense now that, I've had the gun for a little while and shot it quite a bit. Let's go to the ammo. Ammunition I use is Hornady Critical Duty, 135 grain. Crap, I may have just said that wrong. It might be 100. I'm pretty sure it's 135. I apologize for not doing my research beforehand. But it's, it's a little bit different from the critical defense. People say it's identical. No, it is not. I don't care what you say. It is not identical. It's a different bullet. This is more the they call it the core locked, I believe. No, I think I'm thinking Remington, but it's more of like an XTP style bullet. It's a little bit more pointed versus the critical defense is a little more rounded. Of course, it has the polymer insert with the H stamped on it. Sealed primer for designed for the FBI to pass the FBI trials, and it did, and so it's a good round. It's a good round. They have a plus P version. Why on earth my local gun store is the plus P version cheaper? I have no idea. I cannot figure it out. So of course, with this small 3-inch gun, I didn't want the plus Ps just for that much more muzzle flip and all that. So I had to pay actually more for standard pressure loads. It's blowing my mind. I did buy another box for my full size. Open carry is a thing here in Oklahoma now, so I have my XD that you've seen in several videos, the 4-inch service model. So I bought the plus Ps, critical duty ammo for that. So I carry that around openly here in Oklahoma. See what's next. Let's talk about the critical defense real quick. It's a lower pressure round. It has less oomph to it. It's lower velocity, and it even says that right on the box, saying it's designed for these 3-inch guns that are light, so that there's not as much recoil. It is a reduced power load. It says it right on the box. It alludes to it without actually saying it, but it is a reduced power load. That's why it doesn't perform always the best. You can see some great ballistics gel tests here on YouTube of the critical defense, and people just seem to be like, oh well, yeah, it's a good round. I mean, it's Hornady, so it's good, but it's just not quite living up to what I expected it. Well, go buy some critical duty in the standard or plus P version, and you'll get that. FBI shoots through glass, steel, plywood, and all that, so it's going to do the job. Of course, the 3-inch barrel is going to be lower velocity, but it's still a great round. In my honest opinion, you can argue that down in the comment section. That's pretty much it about the guns. Of course, you're never complete without a good knife. This is a Gerber. I like the Gerbers. It's a cheap one from Walmart, $30 or whatnot, and it is the spring assist. with Gerber's F.A.S.T, F-A-S-T system. I really like this knife. You know, stays sharp. If you sharpen it good, take the time, you know, put a good edge on it. Of course, with many of the cheap knives, you get the machine grooves. You can see the grind marks from where they made them. Of course, I smooth those out with a stone and all that, so it holds a good edge now. Really like the knife, and there's a safety, which is, you know, kind of crazy, but this thing has came open and poked me in the sack before, so I kind of appreciate the safety now. And of course, when you pull it out of your pocket, the friction turns the safety off, so then it's already there for when you want to flip it open. So it's not that bad. Next is the light. You should always carry a light. You know, I would say if you carry a light, it may get you out of, you know, some situations where you otherwise would have to pull a gun. You know, we got quick trips here in Oklahoma, you know, and say two people are looking kind of sketchy on a dark night at quick trip, and they start coming up from behind, and instead of pulling a gun, you pull out you pull out your flashlight and say, "Hey, what the heck are you doing?" And hit them with the flashlight, and they're gonna go, "Whoa, whoa, sorry, man." They're gonna know not to jack with you. Of course, now openly carrying, hopefully they wouldn't jack with you. Otherwise, they're kind of stupid. But it's always necessary to get a good light, Surefire, whatever. I opted for the Fenix PD20. I think it's a great light, waterproof, lifetime warranty, all that good stuff. Everything else has. It's the CR123A battery. Kind of expensive, but Surefire. Even at Lowe's, I walked around at Lowe's and found some Surefire batteries, the CR123As, and they were cheap. It was like $5 for 2 of them, and normally I pay $5 each. You know, at Walmart, Walgreens, whatever. So it's a good flashlight. I've carried this thing, you know, forever. It comes with cases and extra push button cap for whenever it gets worn out and busted. You just take it apart and put a new one on there, and you're good to go. And it has an ultra bright. I believe it's like 180 lumens. Don't quote me on that. I didn't do my research again. It's got the strobe if you half press it down. You know, the strobe is good for, you know, tactics, because you can see where they're at, and it's disorienting for the enemy. And you just, with a twist of the cap, it's a low power for, you know, just using it. I use it at work for under the floor tiles at work. Then you half press it and it gets a little bit brighter, and then it goes, you know, back to full power. And then if you hold it again, it's kind of tricky, but you can get SOS pattern. There it is. So it'll do the SOS pattern on its own through Morse code. I wonder if you guys can hear my baby. Nope, he's done crying. There's my other babies. I got 2 dogs. Now they're messing around with the, hey, hitting the tripod. I got 2 German Shepherds, and they like to be with their daddy. But I'm kind of switching some things up, you know, getting a little bit more, you know, relaxed doing these videos, trying not to, you know, trip on my words and all that. So, you know, I've got better lighting, not great lighting, better lighting in my garage where I film my videos, and you know, I'm putting money into this thing and kind of want to do a little bit more. So hope you keep watching my videos. Like I said, you know, I'm going to be doing more tech videos, mostly for right now, some security stuff, so it goes along with the gun stuff. So I'm kind of bridging the gap between my technology and the gun with a little, you know, CCTV, whether it's IP or analog, how to do all that, and how to set it all up, and what I'm going to use. So thanks for watching, guys. I think I'm about at 15 minutes now, and I really do appreciate it. Please like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. I'm going to be putting subscribe buttons on pretty much all my videos, so I can get out there. But thanks, guys, for watching, and talk to you later.